Hello everyone and welcome to Farith's First Look. Today we are checking out the Tiny Bookshop Demo. This is a cozy management game about running a traveling bookshop and I've never played it before, so let's see what it's all about. One of the first things I noticed was that you can change the colors of the book categories. I immediately change the color of the crime books because they red by default, and red just isn't really my thing. But we can give now maybe pink, so the crime will be pink. Okay, we can start the game. Today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. Click, click, click. My, what a sight! You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. What? How? Oh, don't worry, I have my sources. Anyway, welcome to our quaint little town. I'm glad you've decided to stop by. I thought you might need someone to show you the ropes around here. I'm tired. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. Let's see. You should know that as Bostonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. I absolutely love when a retired lady refuses to relax and instead inserts herself into your business to give you helpful advice. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? Bravo, you had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. So I think it's not enough to have the right type of books. You also need books by a specific author because now I have three classic books and she doesn't want. Even though you might have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sale chance. Okay, so we have sale chance. So for classic it's 22%. The sale chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like. Because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop, it will decrease as you run out of books through the day. Managing to sell that last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. Okay, but can I go to the inside this shop? She's very hurry to buy book, to find the right book. I have 10 from each with two types and they didn't want any. Fair, while in shop. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? Yes, Sherlock, I am. I see you already talked to Tilda. Did she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Buxtonbury Review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing what's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. Mm. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I will give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classy things. Right, so for the record, what made you come to Books Tonbury? So, one option needed an escape, searching for where I belong, wanted an adventure. I think adventure is not in this place, boring sea place. Needed an escape. Oh, wow, I kinda feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? Very windy. Oh, I guess that's true. Although I enjoy the weather here, in my hometown we only had rain season and less rain season. I actually lived practically uh, through the sea. I have maybe 20 meters to the coast, so I know it can be very windy. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I will have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. See you around. So this was all interview, but he buy book. Okay, so now I can close. Boxstone Beauty Review, filled with articles, events, and items for sale. Thanks, Fern. The Bookstone Beauty Review reports on the goings on around town. Okay, so today and tomorrow will be sunny. This article about my shop. And keep, okay, events. On Saturday will be weekly flea market. Here you can see the money in your pocket and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like they running a little low. In the classy field section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Just click to buy. May be valuable, so many books laying around. Those should come in a handy. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of any book selling venture. The classified section will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely cactus. Why almost all story starting with cactus? You changing place, you both cactus. You leave the job, you uh, took cactus. Cactus, a big prickly but has a heart of gold. While equipped, plus 2% to drama save chance, plus 2% danger. Yeah, because he can doing some damage. Plant standing, smell dangers. Okay. Close the newspaper by toggling it off in the item bar. Let's give this lonely cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop amongst other things. Click here to customize your bookshop. This is your inventory, okay. I have a boost now. Some items can increase your sale chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out for sometimes this comes at the expense of another genre. Equipping some items will also increase your daily expense, to keep that in mind. Okay, that is. It's obvious because cactus wants water. You must pay water to give him or her or it. Hover over an item to check out what it does. We know the cactus is danger. To remove an item, simply hit this right mouse click. You can decorate inside or outside your shop, just click here. The cactus must be inside. Click here to manage your inventory by different categories. Try selecting the paint. Okay. These are your paints. Great. Click to select a paint bucket. Black. Now click the bucket onto what you want to paint. All. Okay. Once you have satisfied your interior decorator, click this button to save and return. Okay. Book sign. Oh, okay. But I must decorate all items. Maybe I just put this table here. Quest book. So maybe in here. Books. Is obvious, but in this black paint, it's practically invisible. Maybe I just give white outside. It will be better. So I can buy more books or no? Going to a location has travel costs, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. You will unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. These are the books in your storage. Select a genre by clicking it to start stocking your shelves. But I don't have enough place. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like within that genre. Check the sale chance by hovering over the books on the right. You can remove books from your shelves with click. This is the right mouse click, but I just click left button to green book, and it changed to crime because I and now I have I put crime books. So now I have all shelves full, but I must doing some. So now this car is not looking great compared to this bookstore. Did you notice you can look around a location, click and drag to move your view? You can interact with things by clicking on them. Let's pick up this boy. Boy. Boy, oh boy. Well equipped, plus 1% to travel sale chance. Okay. Okay, and what is this? Seems like the telescope is out of order right now. Best check later. So open the bookstore. Ah, there you are. I wanted to comment you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Good call. Coffee and books, it's a great companion. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberte as soon as you can. So we unlocked the new spot. Oh, and while we are on the topic of showing your face, I heard you, dear Walter, was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. I felt like she wants give me a date or something. No, he's too old. Introduce yourself to Walt the sailor. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. And so now it's our business, not mine. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. Bye bye. Here you can track which genres you have sold the most of, useful for adjusting your selection. This is the total number of books you sold here. Check back here for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds little postage stamps to mark your moments in Boxenbury. You'll collect these stamps as you are making contributions around town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. Hover over the stamp for more information. Click on the arrows. On this page, you can see the different items and effects currently affecting of your bookshop. Make sure to use this page if you ever unsure what something does, or when you are trying to create the most optimized bookshop. Okay, so this sailor, hello. He wants kisses. No, no, no. Ahoy there, kiddo. How is going? He wants kisses and told to me, kiddo. It's not good start. Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I've some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it is to your liking. I, I want a globe, but I don't have enough money. So that's all. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board too. They've been specially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold barrier. Why don't we make a bet? If Yer can make 20 sales to my buddies, I will admit defeat. Okay. Haha, I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. A lot of people want to speak with me. Speaking with me. Ah, hey, what are you doing here? I'm selling the books. So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. I so sorry. Sorry. Here, I will show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. I am not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Someone wants to speak with me? No. Now we can close and ending day. Looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there is no need to hurry. But be sure to stash them up before the season's end. Okay, something is for 0. Okay, books for kids and I don't have money to buy this. We have something new. Cafe Liberte and Far Beach. Maybe we go to the Cafe Liberte. But maybe I can improve my bookstore. So I cannot buy right now all more shelves. But something is new. Okay, this. can't go to Cafe Liberta. I have 0 classic books, so I must change that. It might be somewhere. I think that will be good. Your bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as the weather, visitors, or special states. You can always read up what something does by looking at the tooltips. Have something to take and put in our bookstore. There you are. Yes, I have another stamp. It seems like it's okay. Now I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, thinning the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday I'm trying to move the more bulk items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They fit well into that little wagon of yours. You just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. I owe you, and I will make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. But where is your old bookstore? Give me a hand. What do you have for me today? I prefer books from this century. I wouldn't mind something with a detective, and also I quite enjoy crime novels. So I must pay attention to how certain parts of their request are worded. Some things can be optional while others are really important to your customer. People also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests may also be harder to fulfill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelves are a good fit for your customer. Difficulty 4 stage. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Now let's look at a book that might pique their interest. Click to inspect a book. A God Given Guide to Murder. Here you can see important info about the book, including a short description. This is not good. The short description, publication date, genre, author, and page count can all helpful to inform your decision. Do you think this book is a good match? No. Uh, I some years ago uh, work worked in the bookstore because my family have one, and this was pretty much that 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 like in this game. So random people came and tell me what books they want, and I just check the prescription in the back and told them something about this concrete book. Once you found a match, try recommending it to them. alias Grace. This is historical now. But this is horror. Maybe this. Brilliant! Cleaning up after incompetent cops sounds about right. Glad you like it. So this is a good option because I thought that will be this game will be you open the shop and you waiting for the customers. This was in Dungeon Tycoon. You opened the dungeon and waiting when heroes arrive and go away, and after that you closed, and this was really boring. But in this game, I'm really surprised in positive way. Wow, your customers just become inspired. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book and increases the sale chance across all genres for a short while. So she bought 2 books. It's good. And classic also. It's very good because I need money. I have only 16 coins left. What's up? I'd love to read something to do with real life. However, I absolutely don't care for books that try to give me life advice. I'm a fan of books like Wake. He wants factional books, so we must find the good books. Enough to read. What is Awake? This revolutionary graphic novel uncovers the history of women who fought for their freedom on slave ships and through fought the Americas. It's a powerful exploration of resistance and the intersection of white supremacy and patriarchy. Okay, so I think this Alvar will be good. An incredibly insight into the history of our oceans, their influence and power, but also their fragility, written by American marine biologist and conservationist Rachel Carson. Maybe not the definitive guide to everything. Uh, he don't want this uh, books with advice, so definitely no. In this work, Professor Alison Kaffer proposed a critical framework that imagines another future for disabled and queer bodies. Um, he wants something with real life, so not about the future. Discover the awe-inspiring marvels crafted by ancient hands. In this fascinating delve into this no. Known as a designer of brutalist building, this collections of his project illustrates the core users' belief in better living conditions. Oh no, I think this. Amazing. Alvar Alto sounds very interesting. Glad you like it. I'm glad to like you like it. What's up? I'm looking for a non-fiction book. I hate those condescending self-help books for non-fiction. Thank you for playing our demo. We hope you enjoyed your stay in Books Tonbure. You can support us by wish listing on Steam and joining our Discord. See you there. So, my final folks, what I really like about this game is that it's not just about opening your shop and waiting for the day to end. There are actually things to do, decisions to make, and little tasks that keep you engaged. It's definitely a very relaxing game, and I can see it being a great choice if you just want to unwind after a long day. Will I keep playing it? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe. It's not usually the type of game I play, so I really don't know yet. It can be a bit of a time sink, but it's a pleasant one. Overall, I had a good time with the demo, and my first impression is definitely positive. Thank you for watching this episode of Farith's First Look, and I will see you next time.